Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So I pretty much believe we are at an inflection point for the crypto markets, particularly potentially for the stock markets, but more so for the crypto markets. If we just look at Bitcoin itself here, you can see this range that we've got. We are now at the bottom end of the range. Kind of what I thought would happen. We would lose this and then come down and test the bottom. And trade sideways within this range. Obviously, trading sideways within this range is good as long as that happens, but whilst we are at the lower end of the range, there is clearly the possibility that we break through and drop through to the next range, next level, or the next part of the range. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it is looking obviously relatively weak being down here. We have got three options. We have got option one, which is we break down and lose this level, which is obviously bearish. We've got option two, which is we get back up towards 50,000 and then get rejected and come back down. It will look like a head and shoulders off the back of a bearish move down. In which case you'd have to suspect we would break through this level and enter the lower level of this range, which again is bearish. Or the one bullish scenario is we get back above 50,000, get back to the top half of here and trade above here, and then ultimately have a shot at breaking through this $53,000 level. That is a bullish scenario, but clearly well, two out of the three, not that we have assigned probabilities to any of these three options, but two out of the three options are bearish. So yeah, we have got warning signs. Here. If we do look at the Ethereum Satoshi pairing as well, that is having a pretty a nice ease off as well. Get into a level where it kind of has to get supported here to continue on bullish. Otherwise, it will start to look like a topping formation here, and that will obviously, I mean, we'll expect this to break down if Bitcoin does start to look pretty bad and crypto as a whole starts to suffer. But again, an inflection point. This could be the high risk, high reward, opportune moment to buy, where we can then pump back onwards and upwards to new all-time highs. Obviously, with the caveat that we could then just lose this level and then cascade down. The USD pairing as well, as we can see, it is at the bottom towards the bottom of its sideways range as well. So again, whilst ever we're down here, we've got the possibility to break. You can see we kind of have a head and shoulders as well, which is not a bullish formation, but again, this could be the point where we do it could be the point of maximum risk, maximum reward, where if we don't break down, we pump on the way upwards and through. So inflection point there we can see in the USD pairing for Ethereum. If you want to look at stock markets as well, these are not looking so bad. This just looks like a healthy ease off. We've got this horizontal here that we can ease into. Does look like a bull flag, and then providing this just break onwards and upwards, then we will be in business, and you will expect Bitcoin to take those more bullish options, and then we'll start to recover. Ethereum will start to recover in the Satoshi pairing. And then yeah, we'll start to crack on our merry way. But again, obviously, if the stocks do lose this horizontal here, we can come back down and test this level, and at which point we'll have to hold our breath to see what happens. The 10-year though is looking encouraging. It is moving into potential more of a risk on. A level back above this important level, so that is potentially good. We do have to understand that part of this can be risk on, part of this can be obviously increasing interest rates going forwards, or an increased risk of higher rates going forwards, which is not good for markets. But whilst ever it is moving upwards, it's kind of showing that it's getting priced in rather than pricing in a recession, at which point the rates will drop. So yeah, DXY still drifting sideways as well, which is really not causing a lot of concern for the market, which is quite good in a way. It's good that it just doesn't really, it's not drawing much attention to itself. If we also look at oil as well, it is looking very similar to the stock markets, of course. The move up, the pullback, and now looking to try and move back on upwards. So again, if we move back on upwards above these highs and move on up, then yeah, I mean, obviously, if things will be looking good. If we don't get back to these highs and beyond, or these recent highs and beyond, then and we start to turn down, I mean, you can see the trend. You can see the sort of trend line that we could we will draw in here. The trend line that we're pretty much getting rejected at, which we need to obviously break above for price action to have a nice move upwards, similar to what we saw in the S&P as well. We had this once we broke above, we then did get a nice acceleration. So yeah, potentially all to play for an inflection point, as it were. It can go either way. We are, like I said, at the point of maximum risk here in the short term, in the short and medium term, clearly. So yeah, we need stock markets to have a nice little rally into Friday, close today on new all-time highs, and then I think we'll be looking all right. But yeah, we don't really want to lose this level. We don't want to be coming down in to test this, because this is the point at which it's pretty much all going to be over. So yeah, we need to make a move back on up. It is always darkest before dawn. Let's hope we take the upwards route. So yeah, let's have a look at stochastics. I almost forgot there. 4 hour going to turn up from a low level, so at least we can get some support there. But again, gets us up to 50,000. We've got to break above 50,000, otherwise we're going to look like a head and shoulders on a very nice looking downward trend if you are a bear. 10 hour still moving down, 12 hour turn back over. Daily floundering around here. All I would say, it's in the bearish half rather than the bullish half. So 2 day looking to turn back over here. 3 day looking to turn back up though from a low level. 5 days still diving, weekly diving, bi-weekly up and monthly up. So yeah, very bifurcated there. I think we are going to be relying on that 4 hour to drag the 10 and 12 to get us to 50 and above. But like I said, we really do need to today get above and close above $50,000, I think. Otherwise this is going to look like an inverted head and shoulders. And then also, like I said, a lot of it will be predicated on what this asset does. Yeah, so I mean, we are at a point where this bear flag could break up. We'll kind of just draw a line in there. So yeah, getting above here, we could start to look to new all-time highs, and we could get like a rush of euphoria in the market. People still kind of holding their breath after this pump up, thinking, oh, we're just going to come and test quite a bit lower. If we do break above here and go onwards and upwards, then I think a lot of confidence will come back into markets very quickly. So yeah, we shall see how I shall have to see how this plays out. So yeah, happy Friday everybody. Hope you all have a great weekend planned. Thank you for listening, and I shall speak to you guys soon.